This is We Are Podcast, the only show where we talk about what we want to talk about. We Are Podcast, let the ice house flow. We Are Podcast, it's an internet talkie show. We Are Podcast, you know the mouse knows. We Are Podcast, so look up an episode and now let's start the show.
Hello and welcome to We Are Podcast, episode 27, the only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. My name is Matt.
And my name's Phil, the leader of the OTS. I'd like to give a shout out to the main lovely lady, Marina Walshy Walsh. Her birthday was on November 4th. Happy birthday. Thank you very much.
Woo! And as always, thank you anyone and everyone for listening. You can like, share, favor, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud. Leave us a question, comment, or email at gmail.com. Well, speaking of birthdays, folks, not to put down anyone else's, but another big birthday happened on November 3rd. The king of the monsters himself, the legendary kaiju, not the first technical giant monster ever, but the, without a doubt, the most popular one ever, Godzilla, or Gojira, had his birthday on November 3rd.
It's Godzilla!
Like I said, not to put down anyone else's birthday, but obviously a legendary pop culture icon. Has been in, well, I'm not going to name them all here, but I'm looking this story up on comicbook.com. It says been in over 31 films, 50 video games, which I can only think of maybe 10 if I was lucky.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I know. Well, I'm going to guess a lot of those are straight to Japan only. And of course, publisher of many comic books. Fought the Fantastic Four once.
That was astonishing. I like that one.
I never read that, but I've seen pictures of it online. Like I said, there's this still I saw online where it's a comic book panel where Godzilla and J. Jonah Jameson are like eye to eye, and J. Jonah Jameson's like, "You big giant lizard, why isn't Parker taking pictures of this thing?"
I need to buy somebody's camera.
I know, this was back in the day when people didn't have cameras in their phones. Or, well, their phones were big giant hunks of metal.
Right.
You couldn't take a picture with that. Yeah. How awesome would that be if, like, in the new Spider-Man reboot movie that Marvel's trying to, because they're going to reboot Spider-Man again under the Marvel imprint, or Marvel movies. It's literally Peter Parker just taking selfies of himself as Spider-Man and selling them to Jameson.
What a sucker.
Oh.
Astounding, though, it worked.
I don't know. Well, they haven't made the movie yet. I think he's supposed to show up in Captain America Civil War, but whatever. Go back and Godzilla. But, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, like I said, man, we've seen all the Godzilla movies at least once.
Yes, we have. A lot, too.
Yeah, I've watched some of Godzilla 5 times for some fucking reason.
Well, it's a good one. Everybody likes that one.
No, they don't, Phil. That's the one with me.
Monster
Island!
I liked it.
No, Phil, that's the one with Churro, the one with the psychotic kid. It's not good. It's good if you're like, what the fuck? This movie's... Because you could argue it's technically not a Godzilla movie, it's a movie about a crazy kid that imagines giant monsters fighting. Anyways. But, yeah, we were talking about when's King Caesar getting his dues? Right?
He's not that popular.
I know. He showed up in,
I don't think people like the idea of a dog monster kaiju for some reason.
Why not? That sounds badass.
I don't know.
And like I said, with costumes and wirings now, they could, because remember, he was in Final Wars and he was like jumping off of rocks, the side of rocks, and like drop kicking guys.
I remember. Those were cool moves.
Yeah, make him like a Lucha Libre kaiju monster. You know, he's just super fast and like does wrestling moves. Like he fucking arm bars Godzilla, and then puts him into a Hurricanrana and throws him into Ghidorah or something, right?
Man, that would be astonishing.
Yeah. And plus, they're Toho. They used a little bit of CG animation in the Attack on Titans movie, but they still have dudes in costumes, right?
Yep. That's big.
Wires and special effects, they can do it nowadays.
Yep. They could probably do anything if they wanted to.
But the problem is, like, we ain't putting time and money into that.
Yep.
That's always the problem.
It's bold, and they try to cut corners whenever they can. Save a little bit of money.
Look at Hanna-Barbera. The Flintstones have been walking in front of that same background for almost 60 years.
Hey, it worked.
Maybe. But, yeah, I can't remember if Toho's fine not doing this, but because I doubt Universal would let go of the rights to King Kong. But I think there's supposed to be a Godzilla 2. Then there's King Kong Skull Island, and that's going to set up Godzilla versus King Kong. Which, like I said, they're trying to do that Avengers route. And we've even talked about this before, how Universal's trying to do the same thing with the Universal monsters.
Yeah.
Even though Batman and Dracula, or not Batman, but Batman, Dracula, two different guys. I read Batman Bloodline, the story where Batman gets bitten by Dracula and turns into a vampire over Halloween.
Cool.
So I got confused. But, how like they're trying to set up like Batman, or I keep saying Batman, Dracula versus Frankenstein or something. It was what Dracula Untold was supposed to set up or something, but I didn't see it, so I don't fucking know. But they're obviously doing the same thing with Godzilla and King Kong, because we want versus matches, so.
Deliver us.
Yeah, so when am I getting my goddamn Godzilla versus camera already? I also looked this up a little bit before the show. There's been a couple different people that's actually tried to pitch that to Toho, but apparently Godzilla's obviously way more popular than Gamera is here in America.
Yes.
And even in Japan, I guess that Godzilla is even way more popular than even Gamera is still, even though he's a little more popular in Japan. But Toho's like, why would we do that? We don't need that.
We don't need Gamera.
Yeah, we don't need a Gamera movie. You need Godzilla in your movie. We don't need Gamera in our movie.
Gamera make Godzilla lose money.
Gamera diminishes the brand. Death Battle, dude. I guess that's as close as we're ever getting. Sad.
Yeah.
But still, bring back Jet Jaguar.
Don't wanna be Ultraman.
We don't need an Ultraman crossover. We'll just rip them off. Or no, here's what you do. It's a tag match. It's Godzilla and Jet Jaguar versus King Caesar and Gigan, because he's my other favorite.
I was actually thinking that it would actually be cool to have a three-way dance. Godzilla, Jet Jaguar, and Gamera all at the same time. Oh, man.
But
that would be enormous. I wish that could happen. But there's always got to be another monster.
But the problem is
Damn.
Jet Jaguar and Godzilla have teamed up before, so they would just team up and stomp Gamera down.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right.
Gamera needs, I'm about to say, I don't know, Anguillus.
Do it already. Anguillus sucks.
I feel like he can turn into a Sonic the Hedgehog ball
Yeah, I
and
know,
roll over
but
shit.
he got his ass kicked.
I know, that's kind of surprising considering he's Godzilla's first monster he ever fought in the movies. That he's kind of considered the joke of the series. Like, people like
Comedy relief character.
He's not quite got Zuki level bad, but yeah. But people like and respect Mothra more than they do Anguillus, you know?
Damn, I hate Mothra.
I don't got a problem with Mothra. Mothra's had 3 of her own movies,
I know.
which are alright.
I just never liked the fact of a giant butterfly.
Well, I love
I always thought it was kind of lame, but he does have his own movie.
Well, Phil,
Or
like
she.
I think it's technically a she.
It's a female.
I think they refer to her as a she. But I also love the fact that the protector of the Earth is a giant butterfly that's summoned by microscopic twins that sing a song and summon a giant monster. Oh, that should have been the battle, Phil. We'll have Japan Idol, and it will be the Mothra chicks versus the chick that sings that 20-minute song that summoned King Caesar and Mechagodzilla. Whoever sings the song first, or whoever gets their summoning song first, obviously wins because they'll just have the giant monster squish their opponent.
That would be efficient. I'd like to see that.
I want to see that
That'd be a
now.
hell of a battle.
They're just two people singing extra fast.
That'd be a heck of a battle.
It's not even a giant monster fighting war. It's just who can sing the lyrics to summon the monster faster.
Who can break the glass?
Maharaj!
Whoever breaks the glass faster wins.
Oh,
And their opponent gets crushed.
yeah.
Crush, kill, litigate.
Didn't they, it's been so long since I've seen Godzilla versus, Megalon. But weren't, like, hippies at the center of the Earth pissed off about nukes? And they they sent Megalon to destroy the world, because that's what you do. And he was starting to lose the fight, and then they started doing some dancing and singing shit, and they asked another planet, like, hey, can we borrow Gigan for a minute? Like, you know, give him back. He's gonna dip off before the fight's over anyways. That's the one with Jet Jaguar and that fucking Godzilla does that kick that's like, fuck gravity!
It's funny.
That one pretty much is a wrestling match, isn't it? Because doesn't he, after he drop kicks Megalon, doesn't Jet Jaguar pick him up and Godzilla's like, set him up again!
Yeah.
And then he does another drop kick.
It's like, you got him?
Yeah. It's like, yeah!
Alright.
Hot tag, right, Phil? Hot tag. There's a little mini ref robot like, no.
Too bad.
Like I said, I don't know what they plan on doing for Godzilla 2. But like I said, fuck it. Just tie Pacific Rim in there. These monsters, they ripped a portal open and they're coming from a different dimension. That way you can do any monster you want, right?
Yep, that would be excellent.
Yeah.
Pull in any one you feel like it.
Yeah, well, why is it a giant sludge monster? It's from a different dimension. Well, I don't know. You ever go to Dimension with sludge? Everything's like that there. You know, that way, how do you explain the three-headed dragon? It came from a different dimension. Why are you asking so many fucking questions? Right? Why is it a giant fighting robot that was meant to be a toy? Because it's from a different dimension, alright? Well, why is it... Guess what I'm going to say. It's from a different dimension, Phil.
It's fantastic. It's a fantastic way to look at it.
Right, like I said, because that way you don't have to spend 20 minutes building up some bullshit backstory for it. You can just, like, it's from a different dimension. Why is it the way it is? Because Ghost Hardigan popped out of a different dimension and said, I don't care. Brought it back, Phil.
Because Ghost Hardigan said so, and that's just it.
Because Ghost Hardigan 316. So after I just went on my little rant of like, fuck it. Different dimensions. What would you want to see from the upcoming King Kong vs. Godzilla or the next Godzilla movie in general?
I'd like to see Godzilla beat King Kong. He's got to at least win one of these matches.
Like we said, make it like wrestling style. You
Yeah.
beat me, I beat you, and then in the next paper, or at WrestleMania, right? The tiebreaker.
Hey, maybe they'll team up into...
That's what I'm thinking. Like I said, if it's a different dimensional, like I said,
That'd be brutal.
like they're in the middle of a fight, then all of a sudden a portal opens up and an alien pops up. We are from Dimension X.
Or something.
Fuck you. Here's King Ghidorah. Eat a dick.
Freaking crush King Ghidorah.
Yeah, and then you could have the scene where King Kong and Godzilla are looking at each other like, then they nod to each other like, yeah, get this one.
Yeah.
And then it could be like they charge each other, and then...
No, that'd be funny as heck. Godzilla sets one of them up, and freaking King Kong does the drop kick that says "forget physics." That'd be hilarious.
No, what I was thinking would be cool is like King Kong's like, well, they're big monsters, but he gets like a run start, like he bounces off the ropes, and then Godzilla does the thing where he locks his fingers together. King Kong puts his foot on his hand, and Godzilla throws him super high up in the air, so King Kong can come down with a giant Falcon Punch.
That'd be gorgeous. I'd like to see that.
That'd be awesome.
That would mess somebody up.
Oh yeah, a fucking 20-ton gorilla landing on your face, no matter who you are, even if you are a giant monster. Right?
Plus, King Kong is smart.
Yeah, that's true. Like
He's smarter than Godzilla because of his brain. It's
yeah,
bigger.
so he would probably try to put one of the heads on a headlock and try to choke it out or something. You would think maybe, while Godzilla's like biting it or something. Like King Kong's got one of the heads in a choke lock, and while Godzilla's like trying to gnaw on the neck of the other one or something. And then Gamera shows up. Oh, Phil, that's awesome. Holler at me, Topo. I'll do that shit cheap.
Be a glorious movie to see.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, though, Godzilla's supposed to be, bigger and taller than King Kong in this next reboot. Or whatever they're doing.
Well, in the original 1930 movies, like King Kong's not like Godzilla size. He's only like, I think, maybe 50 feet. That's why this is kind of bullshit.
He's gonna freaking tower over him.
Yeah, but remember they explained it in Godzilla vs. King Kong. He was just some wild ape, and he drank this juice that only grew on this planet. And that's
Juju juice or something.
Yeah, for some reason, this little monkey snuck into this juice, and it made him into a big monkey. But yet the fuckers were making barrels big enough for the giant version to drink for some reason. I don't know. Phil, fuck it. He's a monkey from a different dimension. Goes hard again.
Drunk monkey.
I know, like I said.
Radiated juju juice or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, that's kind of weird that in the original one he's just literally just a giant drunk fucking monkey.
Yeah, I remember the look they gave him, man. I was like, he looks freaking drunk out of his mind.
Well, that's why I kept drinking.
He looks retarded.
Well, remember, he took like the 2 barrels, sat down, and just started chugging it like fucking alcoholic. That's weird. That's weird.
And then he fought a squid.
Oh, yeah.
Then he fought a squid while he was drunk. Man, that's tight. That's what's up.
Do you remember Godzilla, or King Kong versus Mecha King Kong? I know, we watched that when we were...
Is that a thing?
That's a thing. We watched that when we were really young back in the day. That's why I don't remember.
I can't remember it.
Yeah. For some reason, after Godzilla vs. King Kong, whoever, Universal, I think, owns the rights to King Kong.
There was a Mecha King Kong?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because you know how, like I said, Mothra has 3 movies. If Toho's like, hey, can we make a spin-off movie and try to make money off it?
Remember, there's Monster Zero, too.
Yeah. If we can make money off it.
Yep. It sounds horrible.
It is.
Sounds bad.
At least Mecha Godzilla looks kind of cool. Mecha King Kong looks like a dork.
Yeah, Mecha Godzilla did look cool. I didn't like that, though. That was still a good movie, even though Godzilla almost died. I was like, get off him, man! Get off him!
And no one ever mentions King
Dude, get off him!
And no one ever mentions King Caesar. Phil, out of all those 50 games, you think he has to be in one of them?
Nah.
I'm not looking up all 50 Godzilla games that ever existed. Have fun with that, whoever feels like doing that shit.
I'm sure he's not in any of them, man.
Not even the NES version? No.
Probably not. For some reason, that character just didn't take off. I thought it was kind of lame, too, though. A dog being a giant monster. But
how's that any stupider than a 3-headed golden dragon? Or
yeah,
a giant...
that's cool. It shoots electricity.
Or a giant...
What's cool about a freaking dog that does a drop kick? Well, it was,
it
cool, but...
You just answered your own question,
that's
Phil!
It, though. Wow, you can do a drop kick? I can shoot electricity out of all of my heads.
Well, like I said, in the reboot, make him like a Lucha Libre guy.
Yeah.
Tell me you don't want to see King Caesar...
Suicide dive.
Yeah, you don't want to see King Caesar Hurricane Rana someone? No, he tries to Hurricane Rana and Anguillus, and then he turns into that ball and he rolls him down a mountain or something. Okay, we just took a look at the upcoming AMC adaptation of the Garth Ennis comic Preacher, which is being produced by what the hell's about his name again? I forgot already. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are producing this bad boy up, and I guess the main reason why this thing was made. For those of you that don't know, the story of Preacher is car. There's a bastard love child of an angel and a demon known as Genesis. And God kind of gets pissed off that there's the devil himself and now there's this other godlike being. So he kind of says fuck it, gets up and leaves heaven and is wandering around Earth somewhere. After he imprisons Genesis. Genesis eventually breaks out of its heavenly imprisonment, comes down to Earth, and fuses its soul with the soul of a small town Texas preacher. And when Genesis fuses his soul with its soul, however the hell you pronounce that, he finds out what God did, and him, his ex-girlfriend Tulip, who is a hitman, and his best friend, an Irish vampire, go searching the world looking for God, and all the crazy weirdos that they run into over the course of their adventures in the search for God. Is the super short version of the trailer or of the comic. So before I even go on my whole rant here, Phil, you just saw the trailer. I don't know. Did it even look like something you're interested in?
I don't know. It looked kind of like it looked kind of short to me, and like they were trying to get it out of the way.
Oh,
to me, like not really put. I don't think they're putting enough effort into it. That's what I think. I don't think they put enough effort into the trailer. I wasn't really convinced at all, except for the eerie music.
Yeah, and plus all that shit I just told you, like, I saw none of that in the trailer. Yeah. None of that was in the trailer.
Sounded like Steven Universe.
Jesse Custer?
No, because of the Genesis thing or whatever.
Oh, a human and this other worldly being have a baby and then...
Yeah. It sounds like fusion, man. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, I never thought about that.
That's why I didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
shit, I'm thinking of Steven Universe.
Genesis is Steven, Phil. Oh my god. The crossover no one ever wanted. But yeah.
It looked like they rushed through it to me.
Yeah.
I think they rushed through it.
So just on that trailer, you even like interested in watching the show?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't like trailers that do that. They just rush through it real quick. I don't think they expect it to be around long. That's what I think. I've seen that done before.
Well, the comic book series lasted 60 some odd issues and had a couple of miniseries and one shot. So I think it's like 75 issues total and a 9-volume paperback trade if you want to read it. I have it. I read it before. But it's not like Walking Dead. Walking Dead, the comic is still ongoing, and the money Robert Kirkman's getting from this, I'm going to assume he's never going to end it now.
Right.
But Preacher's been over since like 2000. It started in '96 and it ran to like 2000, I think. So unless they're just hoarding it out, there's literally a beginning, middle, and end of this story. But like I said, the trailer, and I also did some looking up on the Nerdist.com. They had a little bit of a better story about this that I read. You know, because Chris Hardwick does the Talking Dead and all that good shit, so I guess he gets the good news stories. But the synopsis that they gave on there, like I said, how they searched the world, the only thing it seems like they kept was, it seems like they were keeping around Texas. Like, he gets this godlike ability, in the book he gets this godlike ability that they call the Word of God, where he can look someone in the eye and say, shit yourself. And you're going to shit yourself. You know, God told you to do it. But in this, it sounds like he still gets that kind of ability, but he's not going to travel around the world so they can keep the budget low. And he's just going to help the fucked up rednecks that are in this fucked up town. Or something like that. And it's, I don't know. Like I said, the point of the book was...
Too much shit.
Yeah, the point of the book was just going around the world and seeing all these different weirdos and stepping up and being a man and standing up for what's right, even if God doesn't want to believe that, you know? And this sounds like it's...
daddy issues.
He does have daddy issues. Trust me, Phil, he has daddy issues. But no, I'm trying to think of it, like Kung Fu or something. You know, where except for it's in like one town. You know how like the Kung Fu guy would wander to the west and solve right wrongs and shit. Sounds like that, but in small town Texas. And I don't know, like the book's one of my favorite books of all time. This just looks like a cheap knockoff version of it. And that's the other thing too, like there's movies like The Machine Gun Preacher and shit like that, so the idea of a preacher becoming a badass and helping people isn't that much of a different idea, so why do you have to say that it's based on something if it's not going to be really based on that? So I don't know, fuck it. I don't know. I'm going to watch it if nothing else just to complain about it. It'll make me feel, it'll bring back that nerd rage I thought I lost years ago. That
Glorious.
So I'm going to turn into a giant gamma-irradiated monster and go smash it. You know what, fucking on second thought?
Matt Jew.
Matt Hulk. Mulk smash! You know what, Phil? On second thought, I'm going to sacrifice a goat, summon Alan Moore. We're going to go pick up a bunch of LSD and mushrooms and pick up Garth Ennis. And go burn some shit down. Alan Moore knows how to summon a dragon. He's British and a wizard, right? Garth Ennis is Irish. We'll go find a leprechaun to fund our operation. He's got to know where one is.
Hell yeah.
Facebook!
Humongous. Hell
right.
yeah.
Right, Phil's like, Faith in Begorra! Shotgun butt to the face. Where's the gold? Pink.
Blimey,
you broke me nose! I'll do more than that if you don't pay up. But Phil, they're making a Preacher TV show and I still can't even get me a Plastic Man cartoon. What a world. Okay, Phil, with the Suicide Watch drawing to an end, the next big DC movie that's coming out is obviously Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, which is more or less just a whole movie that's like, yeah, we're going to make a Justice League movie. Get us some of that Avengers money. But they're starting to do the Wonder movie. Okay. They're starting to get ready to do the Wonder Woman movie, which I don't know if this is true or not. I've heard online, rumor-wise, that it's supposed to be it's a prequel to Batman vs. Superman, Justice or something. I don't know. Weird. But the producers are eyeing Nicole Kidman. Remember Tom Cruise's ex-wife from way back in the day? Back before he went cray-cray and started jumping up and down on couches. They don't
believing in aliens.
I think actually they both believe in aliens. I think they're both Scientologists. I'm not 100% sure on that, but take from that what you will. Well, Phil, she believes in aliens. Why wouldn't she believe in Amazons?
Mm-hmm.
But they're eyeing her to be an Amazon warrior of some site, which they're not saying which one. But, I don't know, what's Nicole Kidman got going for her?
Nothing.
Alimony checks from Tom Cruise?
Except for that stupid. I think that was the NFL. No, wait, no, might not have been her.
I can't even, I want to say, to be
I
honest
think
with
there
you.
was one where he protected her in an FBI movie or something.
Tom Cruise?
I think so.
I was say, can you remember the last Nicole Kidman movie that came out?
No.
I was about to say,
I think it was that.
That's a no.
I thought that was her in the FBI movie, but maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I've seen that one where the FBI was hunting for him. He was passing around some disc that the FBI wanted. I can't remember the name because it was so long ago.
I know. I was going to say, Tom Cruise does so
I
many.
think he might have protected her. I can't remember. Maybe not.
That's the other problem, too, is Tom Cruise does so many of those sneaky spy movies, it's kind of hard to tell the difference after a while. So that's what I remember, and I can't remember what it was, but it was some haunted house movie. Like she moved into some house and ghost possessed her kids or something. And then the big M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end was she was the ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? I don't even remember. I don't even remember the name of it either. I only saw it the. Dad had free Showtime at the time, and it was like 3 o'clock.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, why wouldn't you want to be an Amazon warrior? Plus, why wouldn't you want to be one of the most legendary hot female warriors of all time, right? Maybe she could punch Darkseid in the dick. Because that's what people think they're going to fight in the Justice League movie. Darkseid. So I say, fuck that. Go back to the original comics. Starro the Conqueror. Giant alien starfish sends little starfish that attach to your face and take over your body.
No, Darkseid could beat Thor.
Good.
Yeah, Thor would lose.
Who says this?
Me.
How-
Darkseid beat down Superman. Thor didn't.
Nah.
Well, could Thor beat down Superman? I don't think he can. 'Cause Darkseid's done it plenty of times, but he's never won. I know he beat Superman down a bunch of times and had him freaking almost dead.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful to beat down freaking Superman.
Well, they have one episode of the Superman the Animated Series where Superman was, I can't remember why, but he was on Apocalypse for some reason. He beat the crap out of Darkseid. And he was just about to kill him, but he was like, no, I won't let him kill him. Or I won't kill. And then a bunch of the people from the slave pits of Apocalypse started crawling out of their holes to go see what the hell's going on. He's like, I won't kill you, but I'll leave you to your world to be judged. And he like throws them to these people and he's like, he's defeated, do with them what you will. And you would think the people that are in the slave pits would be like, hey, that's the guy that's been enslaved. No, stab, stab, stab. But instead, they pick him up and they're going to go take him off to be healed. And Superman's kind of like, rrr.
Lame.
Yeah. And Darkseid, I always remember this. This always stuck with me even as a kid. Even though Darkseid's clearly defeated, he's the god of evil. But his subjects still picked him up and were ready to take him to be healed. And he tells Kal-El, he's like, I have many things, Kal-El, but here, I am God. Then, I don't know, once someone says that to you, wouldn't you just like laser beam their fucking forehead off? You know what, on second thought?
You could be down for one more day.
Yeah. You know what, you might be, or if nothing else, like, okay, you might be God, but let's see how good your godhood is when you can't see. Laser his eyeballs out or something. That way you can't shoot omega beams at people no more.
Laser them shut.
Laser his poop hole shut. That way he'll die of Ebola. But like I said, a Wonder Woman. I know I told you this a million times, but a Wonder Woman movie seems like it should be the easiest movie to do. Right? They're Amazons from Greek myth. They're on a island no one knows about because of magic spells or whatever. and they're in charge of protecting a magical item, Pandora's box, right? Ares, the god of war, or maybe even Dark. Like, hey, like you said, set up for the Justice League movie. Darkseid somehow found out about godhood or something, so he can see like god energy or whatever, and he sees somewhere on Earth there's this high-powered energy of godhood or whatever, and he sends one of his soldiers to go down there, and they find Pandora's box and they open it. Then, Greek myth and madness gets released back into the world, and Wonder Woman has to go fight hydras and centaurs and minotaurs and shit like that.
I wish I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah, right? So you don't want to see a movie where Wonder Woman uppercuts a centaur in the face?
They don't do nothing I want to see. So.
Yeah, well, that's why you gotta tell. That's why you gotta tell them what you want to see, Phil.
I know.
And you telling me you don't want to see Wonder Woman uppercut a centaur, break the leg of a minotaur? That way they have to put a bullet in his head. Because if you break a horse's leg, they have to kill it. Plus, Hercules copyright free. You can have Wonder Woman versus Hercules as one of the movies. Mm-hmm. Wonder Woman 5. Wonder Woman versus Hercules. Kevin Sorbo can complain about how he doesn't get a cameo in it.
Laugh out loud.
Yeah, because remember the Rock Hercules movie came out, he went on Twitter on a big tirade about how he didn't get a cameo in the movie. Mm-hmm. I'm the Hercules. Speaking of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, kicked my ass.
Something or another.
San Andreas was a good movie. He says as he's choking me.
Wasn't.
Yeah. Like I said, he says as he's choking me. But I wanted to do a little Halloween spooktacular aftermath, I guess. But Rock Instagram or tweeted or something his Halloween costume. Well, he's done it before. He was the Hulk last year, I think.
Oh, it's Popeye.
He's Popeye the Sailman.
Wow.
Yeah, look, he even drew the. I don't know if that's a real. That's not one of his real tattoos, but he's got he's got the anchor on his forearm and everything. And Phil.
It's probably a money-made attempt.
Well, you could do that with a permanent marker. You got a Sharpie lying around, dude. But fuck that Ronnie.
Does look like Popeye.
Yeah, well, I say fuck that Ronnie Williams one.
Yeah,
I never saw. Well, right, he does look like man. I never thought of this, but he does look like real life Popeye, don't he?
Yeah.
He really
toot, toot.
Yeah, man, he did a good. Man, I don't know if he paid someone to do that or what, but man, he really does look like real life Popeye. That's fucking freaky as hell.
Well, I got one. You're Rudy Toot Toot in candy ass.
Raw fucked up by never doing that.
Yes, they did, man.
Drop the ball, McMahon. Drop the ball.
Mic drop. Dun, dun, dun.
Those things are expensive.
No, don't mic drop. I forgot. That's the loose one.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's true. You ever notice how wrestlers don't hit wrestlers in the face with the mic no more?
Yep.
Because those things are expensive.
They finally started cutting into their budget.
Do you think Miz buys his own remote or own mics?
I don't know.
No, wait, he just turns that WWE logo upside down. Oh, do you? I haven't.
Technically, it's still their logo, so
Yeah.
even if you turn it upside down.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with wrestling in a while. Do they even do the Piper's Pit thing anymore? I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Well, the last time Piper was on there was the last time they did it.
No, I don't mean actual Piper's Pit. I mean where the wrestler has his fake talk show where he's interviewing one of the wrestlers.
Yeah, the Miz still does it. Tries to do it.
Well, the last one I remember was
He did one with the Divas for just to hype that stupid show, though. And remember, they got into a big battle royal at the end. Everybody's beating each other up.
Oh, right.
Just to hype that stupid show, basically.
And that show is like the most fakest fucking reality show of all time.
Oh, it was horrible.
Like every time they're talking to each other, you can tell they just got done reading the script. Like, yeah, you shouldn't have took my stuff without asking.
It was almost more horrible than those 2 episodes I saw of WWE. I was like, man, it was bad. They had Summer calling Rusev Ruru, and she was
Ruru.
proposing to him in the middle of the ring. And then they had another one of those excerpts that they put in where they made it look like Summer Rae happened to catch Dolph Ziggler in the shower.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was it was bad, man. It was so horrible. I was like, these are the worst 2 episodes of Raw I've ever seen in my freaking life.
Well, the main writer on Raw has been watching a lot of Family House lately, so he got confused.
It was bad, man. But yeah, they made Summer Rae did this long speech about, she was like, oh, once I saw all of that water glistening and shining off of Dolph Ziggler's beautiful chest, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, please don't make me hurl. Oh, they were the worst 2 episodes I've ever seen in my life. I could not believe it.
And then she pulls out this piece of paper from her trunks. Yeah, and his body was like so hot that I could die.
But yeah, they actually showed it like she accidentally happened to catch him in the shower, and that's when you know, okay, come on, it's a joke now.
Well, like I said,
like yeah, right.
Well, like I told you, Phil, they've been watching a lot of Full House.
You know, it was so bad.
Phil, the writer shouldn't have went on a Full House Three's Company marathon on Netflix. It's not his fault. He was programmed.
No.
What's Corporate Kane doing? Even though I hate Corporate Kane, I always wonder what the hell's that angle about.
He's doing that stupid thing where he's acting like he's a part of the authority and acting all like he's happy-go-lucky with stuff.
Oh, but he's Happy Kane now, right?
Yeah, but then when he wants to, he'll show up as the Demon Kane and do a match like it's something different. I don't know, it's stupid.
Who broke his ankle again? Is he still going after him?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, well, Brock Lesnar only wrestles maybe 2 times every 3 years, so he's not going after him anytime soon.
Well, yeah, he ain't.
He's not here, right?
No. His sword tattoo is low. Look out!
Oh God, it's so horrible! I would never say that. Oh God, so we're putting this on recording. Oh God, I hope he doesn't hunt me down.
Just imagine the guy drawing on him. Fuck.
Oh yeah, if he's not dead already.
you gave him enough, right? He's out. I don't want to get punched.
I know, he stabs Brock Lesnar in the neck with a thing of knockout juice or whatever, and he's like, I gotta leave state. Why? Look at that tattoo on his chest, man. That gorilla's gonna fucking kill me when he wakes up, man.
Yep.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. You know what? When I wake up, that guy did it. Frank's an asshole anyways.
He's the newbie.
Yeah. Don't no one care about him? Are you still gonna leave town? Yeah!
Damn right I am.
That's called an insurance policy.
Like, I already got the tickets.
Well, like I said, the Armor Titan from Attack on Titan, the creator of Attack on Titan, saw Brock Lesnar in the UFC fight. I was like, yeah, that guy looks like a monster.
I remember that. I read that.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? Like him and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has a stupid face tattoo, but I'd never say that to his face. Oh, fuck! It's on Mike again.
Well, they do say that his punches do feel like iron.
Well, Mike Tyson even said he doesn't punch his opponent, he punches through them. Which is probably why he can only last like 3 rounds. Oh shit! I'm just digging a bigger grave the more and more I'm going in. Oh, but he seemed to lighten up a lot over the years. You've seen Mike Tyson, what is it, Mike Tyson and Mysteries on Adult Swim, right?
Yep.
Well, I know you have. We've watched it together. What am I talking about? But that show's pretty much make fun of Mike Tyson the series, right? So maybe he won't punch him. Maybe he won't eat my face.
Oh, you watched my show?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you get a get out of jail free card for that. Oh, yeah, I like the show, man. Oh, man, you making fun of my voice? That ain't cool. You know what, on second thought? Protect your ears.
Good thing they're hidden by my hair.
He likes ear meat.
Well, like I said,
He might miss and hit your cheek. Ah! He's Walking Dead Mike Tyson.
Yeah, like I said, that goes back to the Halloween Spooktacular last week. Like I said, that face meat, that's the prime rib of human.
Well, plus,
That could be,
I seen a face cheek bite, and I was, damn, right off the face. Or, in the face!
that could be our first T-shirt. We are a podcast. The face meat's the prime rib of of humans. Some more leftovers from the Halloween Spooktacular is something I've been waiting. Something I honestly thought was never going to happen. The continuation of the Evil Dead franchise with Bruce Campbell in it. Because once the reboot came out, what was that, like 2-3 years ago?
About.
I can't remember exactly.
Approximately.
I kind of figured that was like, okay, we're never getting Evil Dead 4 or Army of Darkness 2. We're going to start on this new shit. But I don't know, they're not making Evil Dead 2, remake Evil Dead 2 anytime soon that I know of. But that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about the Starz ongoing series, Ash versus the Evil Dead, which is the continuation from the original Evil Dead trilogy with Bruce Campbell, picking up his legendary role as one of the few horror heroes, Ash. Like I said, when we recorded the last week, it aired on Halloween, so it was kind of, we had to wait. And like I said, this picks up. He even says it's. They kept the timeline so Bruce Campbell to be an old man. So it's been Army of Darkness happened. It's been like 30. I think he says 30 years since the last incident with the Necronomicon, I guess. Which we even mentioned. These kind of spoilers for the show, I guess, if you're gonna listen to the rest of this. The way that the Deadites come back is kind of stupid. Ash, this guy who's been through 3 horrifying episodes with these Deadite creatures.
What?
After he gets back from Army of Darkness, keeps the book of the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. And I guess he's still that 20-something-year-old that just wants to go to the cabin and bang chicks. Because his life kind of sucks. He's in a he lives in a trailer. He's still. It's not S-Mart no more. It's, what was it, Value Stop?
Value Stop.
Yeah, I think. Which maybe they got bought out by it, or they bought out S-Mart. I don't know.
Well, he's always alone too.
Yeah, and he's just a loser who was literally getting high with some bimbo he was about to bang, I guess. And she had some poem tattooed on her wrist. And while he was high, I guess to kind of impress her, he whips out the Necronomicon and reads some shit out of it. Which is never a good idea. Even he more than anyone should fucking know that. Like I said, Phil, why isn't that thing in a safe at the bottom of Lake Michigan or something?
You mustn't read from the book.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a giant ghost head that's constantly screaming, "Hey, don't read the book!"
Well, it's the Book of the Dead. Why would you read anything in it in the first place?
Yeah,
why would you keep it around?
This sounds like a fairy tale. Oh, the Book of the Dead, this is bound to have a happy ending. But yeah, his dumbass reads from the book. And in the first 2 Evil Deads, it's kind of contained to that cabin where the evil, or the Deadites, or whatever you want to call them, they're kind of assholes. They don't want to just kill you. They want to fuck with you and laugh at you, and they seem to be really into cutting you up before they could just snap your neck, but they're like, no, I'd rather just cut you a couple times and then
pirates.
Kill you. Maybe they're old pirate ghosts.
They are pirates.
Yarr.
It's like they're pirates, man. That's all they know how to use is a sword.
Well, yeah.
Maybe a pistol if they're lucky. They didn't have pistols.
Yeah. But,
then you gotta use a blade.
Yeah. And like I said, that's the other thing, too. They kind of keep with the tradition. If you watch the original Evil Dead trilogy, Ash is the hero in the sense that he was the one lucky enough to survive. You know, because remember, he doesn't want to go look for the Necronomicon in Army of Darkness. He's a coward straight up in Evil Dead 1. Evil Dead 2, he's just trying to survive. And he even says in this one, I'm going to guess, what was his name? Hector, or whatever, is going to be his sidekick for this series. He's like, you can't outrun evil, Ash. He's like, oh yeah? Watch me. You know, like I said, he's one of the few horror movie heroes. But at the same time, he's like, I don't want to be no fucking hero. You know, like he told that one guy, get the fuck out of my face. You know, he just doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I loved it. I thought it was awesome. They, one thing I want to give this show credit for is, we've always been big horror movies fans, and we've kind of seen the times are changing. We're getting less and less away from practical makeup and special effects. You know, like I said, Bruce Campbell doesn't have tubes. Well, initially, he probably has tubes running those legs. But, you know, actors don't have tubes running up their legs no more like they used to back in the day, getting squirted in the face with fake blood and shit. But, this show actually did a really good job of mixing the CGI with the practical effects. Remember when they're in Ash's trailer and he knocks that one dude into the cabinet shelf? And he puts the boomstick to the back of that dude's head and the fucking whole cabinet just explodes in red.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like I said, that's how you do it. And of course he gets the chainsaw hand back. Like we mentioned on the Halloween Spooktacular, it might be one of the most inefficient weapons of all time. God damn, doesn't it look cool?
It does look cool. It's just because it's loud. You're gonna know where you are first.
Well, plus it's intimidating. Can you imagine turning the corner and there's a guy in a blue jeans shirt with a chainsaw hand and a boomstick in the other?
Oh yeah.
You gonna fuck with that dude? Ash versus Leatherface.
It's like, no, but they're just gonna know where you are first. You're gonna know to go away from a chainsaw.
Yeah, but that's why he has a boomstick. If you get too far away from him, boom! Right in the back.
Not good for range.
Yeah.
If they're close enough, maybe you can clip them.
But at the same time...
Still bleeding.
Yeah, but at the same time, a guy's popping off shots with a double barrel. You're gonna fucking like, oh, I'm 300 feet away. You ain't gonna hit me. You know?
Yeah.
You gonna take that chance?
Still gonna hear him though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the two loudest weapons of all time, doesn't he? The fucking double barrel shotgun and the fucking chainsaw hand.
Plus, it's a nice double barrel shotgun. It's a Remington.
Remington.
Those are the nice
12
ones.
gauge. Shop smart. Shop as smart. You got that? He never went off on one of them big speeches.
The thing I always liked about Ash is that everything around him is going to hell, and he's always like, "So, dance off, bro."
Well, like I said, that's the great thing. Well, like I said, you could say he's a coward, but at the same time...
Groovy.
Yeah, he does say groovy. Well, at the same time, like I said, you could say he's a coward, but he's... Ash's greatest thing is his will to survive.
He's always handled business.
Yeah.
Even when everything's going hell all around him, he's always staying cool.
Yeah, because he's not overreacting or panicking. He's, like I said, he's just trying to survive. He doesn't want to be the hero. He just doesn't want to die. And plus, he's pretty much like Horror MacGyver, too, right? You know anyone else that would get their hand cut off and think to strap a chainsaw to it? MacGyver ever do that? Plus, that's one thing that's always kind of bothered me in fiction in general. You know, the one, the legend of the one, that lone warrior that's going to make everything right. Yeah.
The chosen one.
Yeah, the chosen one! Yeah.
Stranger.
Yeah. That's why I like Bruce Campbell as Ash, because he's like, I want to be the fucking chosen. Fuck that shit! Fuck that! Oh, plus in the Lego movie did the best, where the master, the one, the chosen one, or whatever it was, who Morgan Freeman Gandalf Lego figure was like, yeah, I made that up. I was kind of hoping someone would kind of be inspired to pick up the mantle, but yeah, that didn't happen. Right. Phil, because why should it be a group effort and everyone work together? No, we just need one guy. You know? We just need our Superman to come through.
Chosen one.
I really liked it. I think the effects are really, like, top notch, even make Walking Dead look bad in some places, I think. And that's the other thing, too. Bruce Campbell hasn't been afraid to make fun of himself. So it is pretty funny, too. So it's not like the constant downer that The Walking Dead is, you know? So, I don't know. If you're a fan of the Evil Dead trilogy, you're probably going to like it. You probably already saw it. You don't need me to tell you that. If you're not, you might not pick up on everything, but I still think it's kind of enjoyable. Well worth a watch. I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. What do you think?
I liked it, except for the way that the Deadites were moving. It was a little bit more unconvincing, you know, where they're not spitting weird stuff and, you know, saying a bunch of crazy stuff.
Oh,
you know, like the first one. I was hoping it would be like that.
Right. I didn't think about that till you just mentioned that, but you're right. In the movies, like, they won't just have everyone has red blood in this episode, at least in this episode.
Right.
But throughout the Evil Dead trilogy, you're right. Like, people would have green blood, people would have black blood.
So remember, they were spitting junk all over them.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell doesn't get... Maybe he wrote that in his contract that he doesn't have to get covered in 20 gallons of Caro syrup every episode. But yeah, I didn't think about that. But that would have been more interesting. Because that's what makes Evil Dead 2 a little different. Like, well, even in Evil Dead 1, he stabs his girlfriend gets stabbed in the stomach and she spits up white shit instead of red blood, you know?
Yeah.
You're right, that would have made it a little more interesting because everyone's had red blood. We didn't mention the cop. This one has a better boomstick than any of the Walking Dead episodes. First, remember that the cop, the spoilers, I guess. The first Deadite you see has her back turned to the cops. Remember, she turns her head around 180 degrees like an owl, and then bends her bones backwards and chases them backwards, and the cop blows half her head off. But, you know, like I said, she gets her head blown off, and it's all red blood. And she hops up, because, you know, the Deadites, it's full body. You got to mess up the body real bad.
Yeah.
Or they'll just keep coming at you. You know, they don't work on zombie rules where you shoot them in the head. You know, they could not have their head and still come at you, like Linda in episodes, or Evil Dead 2. But she still has, like, half her head. And she backhands that dude, and he runs into the deer horns, of course. And then Lady Cop pulls out her little, I don't want to say prostitute gun because she's a woman.
I think it was 22.
Yeah, but she pulls out that little gun from her belt, or her ankle strap, and blows off the other part of her head. How awesome would that have been when she blows off the other part of her head instead of red blood again? It was like green blood.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so she could obviously tell, well, fuck, that ain't normal, you know, shit, that ain't normal, you know. Not only did I blow its head off, or not only did it get half its head blown off once, when I blew off the other head, the fucking blow was green. Oh, man, I didn't even think about that until you said that. Maybe I'm just so geeked up because I was like, oh my god, because they've been talking about Evil Dead 4 or Army of Darkness 2 since,
forever.
Ever since Evil Dead 3, or Army of Darkness. And like
forever.
Like I said, I got to the point where I was like,
forever.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I got to the point where like, it's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
Nay.
Yeah, it's gonna nay. But fuck, Phil, it actually happened. And I didn't think about that, but with I'm not gonna say just because the blood wasn't green, it's a bad episode. I still really enjoyed it, but hopefully they bring that back. Like, right? Like you shoot a guy in the face and his fucking head blows up green shit.
Well, I also liked how they kept the nitty gritty, choppy looking style film in it.
Yeah.
How it looked all choppy, and you could tell where they edited everything together. When he pointed the boomstick, remember he's like, ksh.
Well, that's because
I like that. That's classic.
I don't know if he's.
I like the way that looks.
Well, I don't know if Sam Raimi's gonna. Like, he directed the first episode, And him, Bruce Campbell, and his brother, I think, are all producers on the show. So they more or less get mainstay.
I know it's supposed to look so bad that it's good.
Well, yeah, that's what... watch any of the Evil Dead movies, they all have these weird... Sam Raimi, like, that's why they chose him for Spider-Man. He does these weird camera angles that are super hard to explain. But it makes shit look interesting and weird, like... Because these are supposed to be, like, ghosts from a different dimension or something invading our world and possessing the bodies of the dead and shit. You know, and like I said, they're kind of assholes. They don't just kill you. They want to laugh at you and make jokes and fuck with you before... Like, remember Cop Boy got stabbed in the stomach? He was trying to kill his partner, and she grabbed her gun. He was like... Then they did the classic, no, wait, I'm fine now. Don't shoot me in the face. Then last second, no.
Yeah.
You know? Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I hope they do bring that back, though. The multicolored blood thing, that'd be cool. Because you could have a scene where they're, like, running down the street, boomsticking people, and, like, one guy blows up red, one guy blows up green, one guy blows up orange, one guy blows up yellow, one guy blows up fucking sparkles, because who gives a fuck?
Confetti.
Yeah, he blows up like... remember those things from New Year's? You pull the tap at the end and all the confetti comes out?
Party poppers.
Yeah, party poppers. One guy blows up like a fucking party popper. Just because the spirit's trying to fuck with you, you know? Yeah, what you're talking about, the, everything with big eyes makes everything cuter.
Right.
This was like, 2-3 episodes ago, I can't remember exactly. But they announced the Steven Universe Final Pop figures.
Oh, yeah, I know
Hot
what those
Topic
are.
exclusive that I'm going to have to swallow my pride and buy.
Yep.
Don't you judge me, Goth Boy. I really want these, so I was looking up I actually went to the fucking actual website to see when these came out. They don't have an exact release date yet, but they did release I guess you could call it the character designs of what the figures are going to look like. And here they are, Phil. They're doing the obvious ones. They're doing Steven, Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, and they're also doing Rose, wow. Steven's mom, Lion,
incredibly detailed.
Yeah, his pet Guardian, and his fusion girlfriend buddy Connie. I'm getting there's a reason why I keep my credit card balance low, Phil. Don't you like I said, don't you judge me, Goth Boy. What?
You could walk in there.
Oh yeah.
You're freaking 4 times the size of them.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm about to say I'm probably twice as tall. I'm probably outweigh them 10-1.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
And plus, like, they're gonna turn down money.
Matt, not everybody talks shit in Hot Topic, you know. I think that's what you're going by.
Well, I remember. Well, the thing is, I remember the malls from when I was still 14, and everyone judged and hated you.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I might have some kids that are snickering at me in the corner, but fucking, I don't care. I really want these. These are just, like I said, this is like concept art or something, and like you said, they look really cool. And I never bought these. The vinyl figures ain't new. Like I said, the Punisher, Deadpool, Batman, The Walking Dead, Alien vs. Predator, anything that's obviously somewhat of a legitimate franchise will eventually get these figures. We're a podcast, vinyl figures. One day, Phil. Well, Kevin Smith doesn't have one yet, so I don't know.
Well, they can't find a shirt to fit it. Bust.
We don't make hockey jerseys that big.
Busted. Not even for Pops. Or whatever they call them.
Oh, from regular show Pops.
What do they call those things?
Oh, vinyl Pops. The figures, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah, they're called Pops or something, right?
Yeah, vinyl Pops.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Not even for Pops.
I thought you were talking about Pops from regular show with the giant ass head. Because I did a little bit of looking at it. Regular show, Mordecai and Rigby got one. I didn't see anyone else, though. And plus, like I said, Phil, it's about merchandising. That's
franchise, man.
Yeah.
It's franchise.
That's why Young Justice didn't last, because I didn't buy that Aqualad figure. Even though it did look like shit.
Right. Well, maybe they shouldn't cheap out on figures. Maybe people would buy them.
Well, that's the other thing, too. I haven't bought none of these, but I look at, because I'm a dork, I look at toy reviews online, like the Review Spot, and,
I've seen them.
yeah, there's a couple other ones I can't remember off the top of my head. But they review these figures. They're, like, decently made. They're, like, pretty hard plastic, you know? They're not, like I said, that Aqualad figure we saw at Walmart was just, like, this cheap 6-inch G.I. Joe piece of crap looking thing. I've seen them in real life,
They
too.
want $15 for it.
Yeah, and they want $15 for it, too, yeah. I don't know what the price of these are. I think they go... I'm not 100% sure, but I think these things go for like $10, $15 a pop too.
I thought they actually had pop in them or something, and I was like, wait, is it actual pop or?
Well, I think they call
they're called pops.
Yeah, they're called pops. I think.
Yeah, I thought they had special pop or something in them at first.
I can see that. Well, I think they call them pop figures because they kind of look like bobbleheads, considering their head's so much bigger than their body.
Yep.
And you know how the bobblehead, when you first pull it out of its box, its head pops. I don't know. I don't know the origin of Vinyl Pop figures. But if you guys are listening, you guys want to give me all 2, 4, 6, 7 figures and have me review them, I'll totally do it. Just saying. They're like, who are you kidding? You just said you're going to buy them anyway. We'd rather have your money than to give you our money. I don't know, but Phil, I don't know. I really like Steven Universe. It's become one of my favorite cartoons of all time, to be honest with you. Oh, and like we were talking about, we were watching Gravity Falls before this. When it ends, people will talk about it in full length. But like I said, why wouldn't they put out the journals in a fucking book? You know, I spent $10-15 on the journals, $50 for all 3, right? That's like a license to print. Well, that's like a license to print money, you would think, right? Frozen's made enough money, even if you lost a couple million on Gravity Falls merchandise. It's not like you lose that much, really, right?
Yeah.
That fucking Snowman made
So
it.
did Brave.
Oh yeah, that fucking Snowman made all the money. And you got those fucking Disney XD figures. Where's my Phil? The Disney XD figure. I don't own one of them. But the one that would make me want to buy it the most if they did like a Darkwing Duck DuckTales pack, where it's the Disney XD stuff you need to play the game, with a Scrooge McDuck launch pad and Darkwing Duck figure. Right, you get those three figures plus the game. You know what I'm saying? Then I would totally buy it. I'd totally buy it then. But I don't know. Disney don't even really seem to care about the DuckTales franchise anymore. I feel that was
Too busy making it rich off Inside Out. Just
Oh.
went to Blu-ray.
And plus all those the voices. They're not voices in her head. The emotions in her head. They all got a figure.
Yep.
Rage got a figure. Grief got a figure. Or not grief. Phil, why isn't grief one of the emotions?
Fear.
Fear. Well, fear and grief, I guess, are kind of the same thing. But what is it? It's joy, sadness, disgust, fear, and rage.
Yep. Anger.
Or
is
anger,
cool.
yeah. And Lewis Black, they got the greatest voice. It should have either been Lewis Black or Dennis Leary to do the voice of Rage, right? Those are like the only 2 people in the world that could do it.
That guy's funny.
Yeah. I'm an asshole, he's an asshole, what an asshole. A-S-S-H-O. Phil, we used to listen to the hell. Well, we were in our teens, like 13, 14 at the time. We listened to the hell out of that shit.
Yep. That was when Kazeo was popular.
Oh, God.
Or Kazaa, whatever they called it.
I think it was.
It was the best one at the time.
Napster always sucked. That's why I don't know why Laws Argo was so pissed off about him.
I never used Napster. Maybe one time.
I I had a buddy that used Napster, and he let me download a bunch of shit, and everything I downloaded off Napster was either a cover or not. It was just someone going blah 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 blah. Every other thing on Napster was fake, at least when I was on it. But like I said, Lars from Metallica, he went on the big tirade saying, "Napster's stealing food from my mouth."
Yeah, I remember.
Well, you're already a millionaire, so you're not hurting my heart any when I download Master of Puppets. But you know the guy that should have been pissed? In the song that, you know, maybe I'm showing my age here again, but everyone we know has downloaded this song at least once. And you know what? I can see by the look on your face, you know what it is. The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yeah, but that's a good song.
Yeah, but did you buy that song?
No.
Do you even know the name of the guy that wrote that song? Do you even know the name of the guy that sings that song?
I wish.
Exactly. So who should be more pissed off about illegal downloading?
Probably that guy.
Lars from Metallica, or the guy that's everyone's downloaded as a song, but no one knows what the fuck he is? I'm just saying.
Well, maybe you should partner up with Disney and get that shit secluded, right?
Oh yeah, so that's the thing. Now that Disney owns the right to Star Wars, they're gonna be making Star Wars shit to the day we die. Where's my Boba Fett movie? Well, like I said,
Like I said, I'm sick of all of them.
Well, that's what would be good about the Bounty Hunter series. You don't get to deal. You can put the Force shit in there, but for the most part, it's just like Bounty Hunters tracking down bad guys and shit. Or like you said, Stormtrooper Academy. That might be kind of interesting.
That'd be sweet if they showed what happened with the Bounty Hunters, you know, while the whole war was going on and shit like that.
Yeah. You could have Boba Fett and Dengar team up, and Dengar tries to screw him at the last second by throwing a disintegration grenade at him, and Boba Fett's a pimp, and he backhands that shit right back at him.
Laser backhand.
Laser backhand.
With the gun. He's like, with the gun. Whoa.
I can't remember who did it, but Phil, you see that thing on Facebook the other day?
Maybe.
Someone posted a picture of a stormtrooper trying to kill himself with a laser. And then the next panel is he missed.
Yeah, I saw that. It was hilarious.
Like I said, they look intimidating, but they're not good at their job.
Right. Well, the first rule is don't make me miss in your general direction.
Put your hands in a vague direction that I am looking at.
They're over there. They're running down the walkway. Shoot down the walkway. Miss.
Yeah, you're shooting down a hallway. You still can't.
Come on, they're right there. Just shoot down the hallway, straight ahead. You're like, it's still going around them.
It's like that episode of Black Dynamite. Remember that bastard frog Curtis? He had all of his brothers and shit pointing guns at Black Dynamite and the crew, and he's like, "Kill these motherfuckers!" And they have like a 2-minute scene of them shooting guns randomly. And then at the end, he's like, "Really? Not one of y'all motherfuckers hit anyone?"
I remember.
And there's literally like 1 billion bullet holes except for this one little circle where they were standing. Really? Y'all motherfuckers didn't hit shit?
It's a rule.
Like we were just talking, maybe that's why I'm talking about this, because remember like my favorite one we were talking about earlier, Falling Down with, what's his name again? Michael Douglas, yeah. Where he beats the crap out of the 2 gangsters and then try to get revenge on them by doing a drive-by on them later. And they literally hit, what is it, like 2 old ladies, they kill a little girl and a couple other peoples.
Yeah.
And then the bullets finally start to get to him while he's on a payphone. Because it was the 90s, people. We didn't have...
He even turns around for a minute and he still missed.
Yeah, he's looking right at him as they're literally shooting, and the bullets literally go up and around him. And then I think kill like 2 or 3 more people.
Yep. That was funny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, especially the part where spoilers, I guess, for this movie that's like, 15 years old. Remember just after he killed that white supremacist and he stole all of his guns and his camel jacket and he's cutting through that fancy golf field? Because the thing of the movie is his life's kind of going to hell and he just wants to go home and go to his daughter's birthday party. And he runs into the worst people ever on this journey, you know? And like I said, he just killed this white supremacist guy, and he's took all these guns from gangsters and shit, and he's cutting through this golf field to get to his daughter's birthday party. Because like I said, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not a father myself, I have a nephew, well, we have a nephew, but you can understand that. You just want to go to your family's birthday party and celebrate with the family. Why is everyone fucking with me? Yeah. And the guy is yelling out, "Hey, get off the field! Get off the field! You know, 4!" And Michael Douglas is more or less just shrugging him off.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy's like, "Screw it! I don't care. I pay a lot of money to play on this field. I'm gonna fucking play." So he hits the ball and almost hits Michael Douglas. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he pulls that shotgun on him. And the guy starts having a fucking heart attack. And the golf cart, I can't remember why, but the parking brake or whatever blows out at that exact moment. And it rolls into the river, and the guy's having this heart attack. He's like, "I need my pills. I need my pills." He's like, "Your pills? Well, where the fuck are your fucking pills?" He's like, "The cart." And he looks back just in time to see it go into that little pond. Yeah, and he tells him, "Well, your pills are at the bottom of that pond. And now you're going to die with that stupid fucking hat on. How do you feel?" You know, because like I said, the guy was a rich elitist asshole. And even before the guy hit the ball, and Michael Douglas was like, "Why are you wasting all this land? There should be condo or houses here and playgrounds for kids to play in." You know, like, he's a Republican. He was Donald Trump. If only it was Donald Trump. Right? Well, I want to watch it falling down now. I got that at Walmart for $5. They might not have good action figures every now and then, but every once in a while, if you're willing to dig through that $5, man, right? Love that movie.
So I found Rambo Collector's Edition.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mentioned Rambo, have you seen the Creed trailer?
Yeah, he's a trainer.
Yeah, Apollo Creed.
He's training Apollo
Creed's son.
Yep. I've been waiting for that forever. I knew they were going to do that. I was like, where's the part where he's going to be a trainer?
You told me that right after we saw the last Rocky movie where he's the old man beating up on the 20. He's like 50-something beating up on the 20.
He's the Mick now, get it?
Yeah.
He's the Mick.
Yeah. And they even show in the trailer he's dying. Like Mick. Oh, Phil. Rocky 1 and 2 are actually legitimately good fucking movies. Like, no shit. Like, that and the first two Rocky movies and Rambo, well, First Blood, not Rambo 1, but First Blood, that shows that Stallone does have some legitimate talent to him, because he wrote and twerked those scripts to make them what they were. But everything after that is kind of shit.
They stunk. So did the new one a little bit.
Yeah, like I said,
it was alright.
The thing about the last Rambo was actually kind of cool, because you were just like, oh well, now it's just a dumb action splatter movie, you know, where Rambo gets up on that big 50 caliber and he's blowing up all those fucking, like when one of those bullets hits a soldier, awesome. They fucking blow up like a fucking confetti bomb.
Yeah. Freaking meat! It's a meat chopper.
Yeah. So Rambo 1 and see, here's the thing about First Blood. That whole movie could have been avoided if you would just took him to a diner and got him a cheeseburger. That's all he wanted, right?
Well, he even tried to be like, "Is there any law against me getting something here?" At least he tried. He tried to push it a little bit and get something in town at least. But no, he wanted to be dickhead king shit cop.
Yeah, let's say king shit cop.
King shit cop, man.
Yeah, the whole Phil, that's hard to believe, now that I say that out loud. The whole Rambo franchise could have been avoided if he just got a cheeseburger. Right?
Right. Well, not Nam, but...
Well, Nam still happened, yeah, but he wouldn't go on that huge killing spree and get redrafted back into the army, is what I'm saying.
Right. All I want is a cheeseburger, man. I mean, where's your $1 cheeseburgers? I need 5 of them.
Well, McDonald's
I know.
wasn't the huge conglomerate.
Hope sucks. Hope City sucks.
Phil, Rambo's so badass, you can take out a helicopter with a fucking rock.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while since I watched that. We should watch that movie again.
Well, that's why you strap in all the time. You never know when there's going to be a rock.
Especially if you're shooting at someone, right?
Yep. Well, plus he made it blatantly clear he was trying to kill him.
Oh, yeah, he said,
Hey,
hold that
soldier-
fucking thing, shit!
Hey, soldier boy! Remember? And hold the thing steady, you son of a bitch!
Well, remember, they kept telling the rookie to shut up, and, well, that's the other thing. The movie could have been avoided in 2 ways. If they would have just got him a cheeseburger, or listened to that rookie.
Right.
Because remember, they took, Rambo was all scruffy, and I guess, this is like, post-Vietnam, we don't like hippies and, or soldiers, or shitty people. So they were trying to shave him down because he had like a 5 o'clock shadow, and they took his shirt off, and he's clearly got all these scars on him, so he's clearly been tortured and shit. And he's freaking out because, hey, I've been held down once before, and the last person that held me down cut me the fuck up, and now you're holding me down, this guy's holding a straight razor, right? So, and the guy, the rookie even said, he's obviously, I can't, it's PTSD, post-traumatic syndrome. I can't remember what he said, but he was trying to tell...
He was like, what the hell's he been into, man?
Yeah, he's clearly trying to tell these guys, look, this guy's going through something mentally, fucking with them probably isn't a good idea. But Phil, King Cop shit number 2 was like, no, fuck that. Don't even put lather on him, right?
Nope, they kept it classic. There's a cop that's bad, but still tries to stay on the level, and there's one that's completely bad. And that was Golf. He was the bad one. Except for dropping him outside of town, though, that was kind of cheap.
That was bull.
I'd be like, I'm a veteran, man. You ain't gonna talk to me like that.
Well, I think he told him
I'm
that.
a veteran.
Well, didn't he say that? Because he asked him, where'd you get this knife? And didn't he say Nam or something like that? Or something like that, I think. Remember? Remember when he pulled him over and he searched him and he pulled that big fucking hunting knife he has on him? And he's like, what's this about? And he's like, oh, goddamn damn.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Remember, he didn't talk in the first one, so...
Well, he didn't talk a lot.
What do you hunt, huh? Elephant?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you hunt, huh? Elephant?
Yeah, you're right. That's what it was.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. For hunting. What do you hunt? Elephant? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. What? Elephant? Oh, wasted. I'm sorry, Rambo, but damn. He wasted you, dude.
I got mine.
Oh, yeah. It's like, sorry, Rambo, but damn. He just wasted you.
I'm about to say, I might not be efficient with mine as Rambo is, but...
Trust me, if you throw it, they're going to move out of the way.
Yeah.
Might hit him.
Yeah. A crappy hardware store in our town had a sale for, well, I don't know what this is called. It's technically a hunting knife or whatever. It's the big-ass Rambo knife that Rambo and Brock Sampson from the Venture Brothers carry around with the blade and the serrated edge on the back. Survival knife, I think, was what it was on the label. They're selling these bitches for $5. I got 3 of these fucking things. What do you think I'm running around the apocalypse with? Like you said, that's why I got 3. I can throw 2 at someone and still have a backup. Granted, they might throw them back at me. That's the problem. That's always the problem with throwing weapons, Phil.
You got to learn to catch them.
Yeah, they can be thrown back at you.
It's all in the reflexes.
Groovy.
It's all in the reflexes, baby.
Oh, actually, Pablo from Ash vs. Evil Dead got stabbed with that knife in that episode. Oh, that's a spoiler. Someone's gonna be mad at me. So, We Beat Bears came back this week. So did Adventure Time. Don't care.
Like so.
And, like I said, I fell off somewhere during halfway through season 5 or 6, and I tried watching this, and I was like,
Who cares,
whoa.
Matt?
Yeah.
Who cares, dude?
Someone did.
Sure, none of these people watch it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is done for me. But I've been watching the We Be Bears. That's actually pretty funny. The thing I noticed is, man, I never realized how fucking scared of bears I was. So even though they're cartoon bears, they terrify the hell out of me sometimes.
Mm.
And the one thing that doesn't terrify me is they kind of went the Muppet Babies route early. Like every once in a while they'll flash back to an episode where they're just little bears.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of those.
Yeah.
And plus, like the last one, a bear riding on a scooter. Yeah, right. He would have tipped it.
He's gravity defying bear.
Right. Stupid.
Plus,
The bear can't ride on a moped.
yeah.
That's the point.
Well, they had that one episode, remember, where Ice Bear was fucking flying a mini helicopter, or flying an RC helicopter,
yeah.
riding an RC helicopter. I
I
mean,
was like, yeah, right.
I'm not 100% sure, but like polar bears weigh like 1,500 fucking pounds easily. Ain't no fucking any RC anything picking up a 1,500 pound bear, let alone picking up two other bears out while they're
That's
at
true,
it.
man.
But whatever, the magic of a cartoon.
Oh, it's a cartoon. We can do it. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Go start again.
We'll roll with it, man.
Yeah. But, they're little, like I said, they're little Muppet Baby cute cartoon forms. Oh, those are actually kind of cute. But it's also kind of sad because they're like orphans. The episode I saw, they're, like on the side of a desert highway with in a box that says Free Bears on the side. And Grizz is like yelling out the side of the box, "Hey, free bears, please pick us up. We don't want to die of exposure." It's funny and sad.
Acid rain.
No, you know what would have been awesome? They're on the side of the road, like, "Hey, please pick us up. We don't want to die of exposure." And then Beavis and Butthead from Beavis and Butthead Do America. Remember that scene where they're walking through the desert? Walk past them. "Hey, Beavis, it's a bunch of bears. What do we want bears for?"
They're like, what? Bears? Cool.
Bears, cool. Right, but bears will fuck a motherfucker up. That's what I'm saying. Like, bears will fuck someone up. They look cute in those little tiny versions. When they get big, their fucking paws are bigger than my face. Something can be cute as it wants, but it can still maul my face off. Like a koala bear, those might look cool as fuck, but man, it jumps onto your head and starts slashing you up. They're like pissed off Hulk squirrels.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, on that Daily Motion site where people post videos, I saw one of those videos where this kid, he fell into a cheetah enclosure.
Oh,
man.
fuck that.
Yep. And the kid was sitting down because nobody could get to him. And the cheetah was actually playing with the kid for a moment. And he was trying to act all stupid like a monkey or something like that. And you could see it. It even tapped him for a minute to see what it was like. What is this?
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember now. You showed me this.
Hell yeah. But man, before you know it, that freaking cheetah, man, turned violent and freaking picked up the kid like nothing, man, and dragged it away. Turns out the kid got ate, man. It ate the kid, dude.
Well, that's the thing. They're
But
still
the problem is they eat monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
They probably thought it was a monkey because it was going, it was acting like a monkey.
Well, Phil,
I would have just been like, damn, please don't hit me. But damn, he got ate.
Yeah, I'll say he was a little kid eating. Well, I guess he didn't figure out.
But yeah, it picked him up like nothing. I was like, holy crap, it just dragged him away. I was like, holy shit. I was like, that was like nothing right there.
Yeah. Like I said, I never realized how afraid of bears I was, even when these cute, cuddly versions of cartoons, I look at them and I'm so like...
That's stupid. And then you see the kids are leaving these messages like, oh, I wish I had my own bear. No, you don't.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah, you do not. And they're like, da-da-da-da.
Oh, you're talking about where
don't.
the kids in
Yep.
between episodes will post their comments and shit. No, you don't want a bear.
You want to get ate then.
Trust me, you'd rather have 3 metaphor lesbians as friends than fucking bears.
Shit, they can smell your dump from like 3 miles away or so.
Yeah. But with that being said, I'm not saying that I hate the show. It's actually, I think it's pretty good and pretty funny. It just makes me realize how much I am afraid of bears. I never knew I had this phobia until this show. Well, I kind of knew I had this phobia, but I never realized how bad it was until this show. Like, even cartoon bears freak me out. Yogi Bear never made me feel that way. Phil, I don't know. What do you think about Disney Pixar's The Good Dinosaur?
Turok 3.
I wish.
You're gonna say Turok 3?
No, it's Turok Origins.
I thought they did 2.
No, they
Did
never.
they do 2?
They made a couple of Turok games.
I'm talking about the Jungle Boy Disney thing. There was some Jungle Boy Disney thing they were doing. I can't remember his name.
Tarzan?
That's why I said Turok.
Tarzan?
No, it's T something. I can't remember. Screw that. That's too long ago. Ain't nobody gonna remember that. But it's something like that. I can't remember the name of the guy. That's why. It's T something.
Sure ain't Tarzan, because Tarzan had a cartoon on ABC for a little while.
It's something else. It ain't Tarzan. It was something like that, though, but I can't remember it. Too long ago. Has to come up now, and I can't remember it.
Generic.
I didn't watch it.
Generic prehistoric boy and his dinosaur friend.
Yeah, it was something like that. I just can't remember the name.
We've seen the trailer for The Good Dinosaur a fucking couple times. And it's that loose history shit where the meteor that supposedly killed the dinosaurs didn't hit, and dinosaurs and people are going to live together. And
Yeah, right.
a brontosaurus, for whatever reason, decides to adopt or make a friend out of a little caveman boy. And I don't know. Like I said, this is why I like watching trailers, so I have somewhat of an idea what I'm talking about. This doesn't really tell me what the whole movie's about, but I don't know. To be honest with you, Pixar's falling off to me. I don't really care anymore. I haven't seen Inside Out yet, so maybe that'll be the one that will bring it back. But Cars fucking suck, all of them do. Even the fucking airplane movies. Brave was a Pixar one, wasn't it?
I don't know. Who gives a shit?
It was Pixar or Disney.
Who gives a shit, really? I don't know.
Yeah, Pixar and Disney, they're the same thing now, so who cares? But
One of them.
nah,
Like one of them now.
yeah.
Let's just say one of them. But that was kind of funny.
Yeah. I thought Brave was alright. Me mother was a bear!
Plus, they had that one with the little people. I think that was the same one. I don't remember the name, though. But they were like little fairy people. Yeah, there's a lot of them, I know. But I can't remember the name of
Yeah.
it. Might have been Brave.
But I don't know. Like I said, I don't really care what Pixar does no more. Like I said, I haven't seen Inside Out yet. Everyone's been raving about it. Even you. Even you told me it was good, so
Oh, yeah.
get off your ass, Matt. But Invisibles 2 is finally gonna come out eventually, sooner or later. That's the one I've been looking forward to.
Well, I want it to be the Underminer. That's how they ended the sequel. That's how they ended the first one.
If nothing
Not
else,
the Underminer. I don't give a shit.
if the Underminer isn't the main villain, he should at least be like start the movie off with like a big action sequence where they take down the Underminer, right?
Yeah, arrest him, and then someone else is like, "Oh, I gotta take his space."
And then you could do it like it's the Incredibles trying to reform like a Justice League kind of team or something, you know? That way you can introduce parody characters like, that's not Plastic Guy or Plastic Man, that's Rubber Stretchy Guy. No, that's not Aquaman, that's H2O Dude. He's not Bat Mouse, it's Deflator Mouse. I mean, from the Tick. It's not the Tick, it's the Flea. Although the Tick. How do you make a parody of a parody character? Oh, Lobo.
Matt, don't nobody care about Lobo anymore, man. Damn.
New 52
Over,
Lobo sucks.
dude.
Lobo rules.
Over, man.
Bite me, fanboy.
Over for Lobo. It's over for the hobo chain dragon Lobo. God damn.
No,
Matt, get over it.
no, it's over.
Wolverine kicked his ass. That's what happened.
That didn't happen. You got me there.
Like, Wolverine kicked his ass, Matt. It's
It-
over for him.
It's
He
over.
got beat by somebody that you hate the most.
I don't-
Sorry.
I hate Namor more than Wolverine. I don't hate Wolverine. I just don't care no more. Like remember we made that "Oh, I'm supposed to feel sad" violin joke last week. That's how I feel about Wolverine. Oh, Wolverine's on screen.
Oh, yeah.
I can't die, and I never have a stable relationship. So he's pretty much Mordecai from regular show.
Can't be happy.
I can't be happy. I have to have emotional trauma to make
And
my
plus,
character
Rigby
happy.
hasn't even had any of those hot chicks hitting on him. You'd think he'd capitalize on one of them.
Well, he's dating Louise.
Yeah, but she sucks.
I don't know. I think she's alright. Well, except for she does want to eat Ethiopian food. Phil, even Ethiopians don't want to eat Ethiopian food. I'm gonna get shit for that one, ain't I? Even Starving Marvin had to get the fuck out of there. He ruled, but DC just doesn't know how to handle you. Well, actually, good job. The problem is people don't want to read for some reason, except for me.
That's something to learn from, Matt. Maybe that should be something to learn from. Nobody give a shit about Swamp Thing. Come on. Come on.
Superman and Batman at any given time have 5 books. They don't need any more money.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, I heard Superman's supposed to die anyway, so he's supposed to die in this Batman vs. Superman. He's supposed to die at some point.
Oh, you mean the upcoming movie?
Yep.
Well, I told you, I thought that the Superman we're going to see in Batman vs. Superman isn't Superman, it's Bizarro
I know what
Superman.
it is.
It's Bizarro Superman.
Kryptonite Brass Knuckles.
Oh, my word.
That's what I'd do. Or it has a little pick in it, some pick into his body.
Yeah. Kryptonite Spike Brass Knuckles.
Hell yeah.
2 ways I thought about killing Superman. One, which was actually kind of stupid, was to hire like 6 thugs and the supervillain, I'm going to say me, to fake rob a bank in Metropolis. And, you know, Superman would show up, hey, oh, your guns are not going to do nothing. And then my 6 thugs open up their jackets and they have red sun generator things on their chest that blast Superman with red sun solar energy, so he can't absorb the yellow sun and get superpowers. And then I would whip out a gun, like a revolver, because, you know, kryptonite is supposed to be super rare and expensive to find in the DC universe. So I can only find, you know, enough to make 6 bullets. So I put in a big-ass revolver, and while Superman's getting blasted with red sun energy, I'm pumping him full of kryptonite bullets. Right?
Shoot him in his heart.
Yeah. Second one, which would probably be more effective.
Heart head.
Right.
Make
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah. Double tap, son.
Yep. Heart head. I'm making sure.
And the other one I thought would probably be even more effective is nanobots. You know, machines that like almost the size of an atom exist in the DC universe. Have ones set up a crime that you know Superman will show up, and then put like a little nanobot tracer on him so you always know where he's at. And then have little nanobots always like dropping tiny, like I said, like less than the size of an atom, particles of kryptonite into his food or into his water or whatever. So eventually, because his body can't produce or can't digest kryptonite, right? So eventually he'll have like a kryptonite nugget in his stomach.
Right.
And then that will kill him. Will you hear something? Dun, dun, dun. Another way too, like the storyline Tower of Babel, and was it the animated version, the straight to DVD cartoon version was Justice League War, where Batman makes all these crazy plans on how to take down the Justice League, and Ra's al Ghul or Vandal Savage, your villain of the week or whatever. Oh, Ra's al Ghul and Vandal Savage ain't villains of the week, but swap one name out for the other. Steals Batman's plans to take down the Justice League. Right? How come no one ever thought of that? Right? He's got the body of steel. How are you supposed to do open stomach surgery on a guy that you can't cut through?
Good point.
And I just got myself on a
Bring
watch.
in the jaws of life. That didn't work.
Yeah, even that was
It's not doing nothing.
And plus the other thing too, like
Better start finger fucking his throat.
make him gag her. I don't know. I've never seen Superman puke. I don't know if he has a gag reflex, Phil.
I don't know if that would work though.
Yeah, but Phil, he's an alien. Does he have a gag reflex or not? I don't fucking know.
Hey, they look just like humans. I'm sure they do. They look similar to humans.
He's still somehow able to bang Lois Lane, so he's gotta have a dick. Gotta have a dick.
Well, he eats. He's got a stomach, so he's gotta have to puke sometimes.
Well, he eats, but he technically doesn't need to eat. He can just literally live off the sun. Like I said, he's Captain Planet. Captain Planet. That'd be a cool fight. Captain Planet versus Superman.
Oh,
It was like, if he can take out Goku, what's Captain Planet gonna do?
right. Captain Planet, take out the sun. You know how to. Come on.
Well, Captain Planet needs the sun just as much as Superman does. How's he supposed to grow plant life without sun, right?
Right. Fucking
Him and Swamp Thing are the
fucking
two.
hippie.
Him and Swamp Thing are the two biggest hippie fucking superheroes of all time. I don't know if like I said, I mentioned it before. Now that we're getting into the main staples, they're doing a Cyborg, another Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Batman movie. We got our Captain Americas, our Thors, even the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy at this point got a fucking movie, right? And that was a D-list team I never even knew about till the fucking movie. Well, I knew of them. I just didn't really care about until the movie. But, like I said, I want to see a Plastic Man movie. What D-list or Z-list superhero you want to see the two big companies make a movie out of?
I don't know.
You don't want well, shit, I'd like to see a decent Ghost Rider movie before I die, but that's never gonna happen. But
Second one was worse than the first one.
so hard to it was so hard to believe when you told me that, but goddamn if you weren't right. Well, with that being
They
said,
just tried too hard. That's why.
well, the first one was so boring they were just trying to kick it up a notch, and unfortunately, I don't know.
Well, they did too much in the second one. They were trying too hard. Right when he lit that crane on fire,
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
okay.
what I was just about to say.
I was
Giant
like, oh,
flaming
I was like,
crane.
All right, they're trying too hard now. I was like, okay, I'm done. They're trying way too hard, and they were.
Oh, Squirrel Girl, the movie.
Oh yeah, that'd be sweet.
That's what I want to see.
She's not a mutant anymore.
Well, they can't use mutants So she,
And she's not a mutant anymore. It was proved.
yeah, I'm about to say.
She said she wasn't.
Well, that's because they still want to use Squirrel Girl, and they after the Secret Wars reboot, they want to try and like, oh, we don't own the movie rights to mutants and who was the other one? The Fantastic Four no more. Well, guess what? Those things don't fucking exist no more either. Yeah, but they would still like to use Squirrel Girl, which I think Squirrel Girl's a fun character. I wouldn't mind. It's a parody character, like I said. I would like to see a comedy movie. Like, well, you can argue that most of the Marvel movies are comedies because they have jokes in them and shit. But yeah, I mean, like a parody movie where, like, you know, it's Squirrel Girl running around, like, kicking the shit out. Like, Ant-Man tries to beat up Squirrel Girl, and Squirrel Girl flicks her, or flicks him, like, a mile away or something, you know? Or, like I said, too, you know, that's how they should start Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Because remember, at the end, Star-Lord says he's going to keep these this gang of known criminals under control or whatever. You can start off, too, like, somewhere down the line, they went their separate ways because they're all kind of assholes, I guess. And Groot and Rocket Raccoon are in this bar that's clearly the cantina.
They bail on a job.
Yeah, they sneak off to go fuck around because that's what they do. And, like I said, they're in a bar that's clearly the cantina, and they own the rights to Star Wars, so they can literally have the music going. But Star-Lord's going to this bar, or Star-Lord and Gamora go to the cantina to try and get Groot and Rocket Raccoon back on the team. And just when they walk in, guess who do Groot and Rocket Raccoon bump into and start a fight with? Howard the Duck and Man-Thing! Right? Talking animal versus talking animal, giant plant monster that never says shit versus a giant plant monster plant alien that goes, I am Groot.
Wish.
Holla at your boy. That writes itself, right? Then you have Gamora and Star-Lord trying to break up a fight between Swamp Thing and, or not Swamp Thing, god damn it. So they're too similar. Man-Thing and Groot. No, actually that's what you could do, like, Gamora can break up the fight between Groot and Man-Thing because they're plant monsters, you know, so she can just chop off their arms and shit and they'll eventually grow back. While Star-Lord's got Howard the Duck in one hand and Rocket Raccoon in the other while they're trying to paw at each other. He's like, will you two come down? You know, right? Tell me you don't want to see that.
He does the Jurassic World thing.
Oh, right, the Jurassic World thing where he gets the three raptors under control.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Howard the Duck and Rocket Raccoon are about to fight, then he does that thing. And they're like, okay, what? Oh, Phil, I actually got Howard the Duck #1. It's one of my prize collections, Phil.
God, I feel sorry for you.
Shouldn't feel awesome, man.
I'll sell it, big money, dude.
Well,
some money off it.
Well, it's not worth that much. It's only worth like maybe $20-25.
Ah.
That's the extent of my comic book collection. Phil, I wasn't born. I'm an 80s, 90s kid. I wasn't born in if I was born in the 50s and kept all my shit from the 60s, I'd be set.
Oh, yeah.
Phil, ain't no one. Phil, I got fucking, like I said, I think I got like the first 33 or 35 issues of Spawn. And those ain't even worth fucking $30. I got Youngblood #1 and ain't nobody buying that shit.
God, he sucks.
Yeah. Well, like I said last week too, remember, hey, you want to pay for the shipping and handling? I'll give you my copy of Superman Man of Steel, Death of Superman.
Yeah, I even read about that.
And you know what, too? I have 2 copies. I forgot about this. I have the Wizard Magazine Collector's Edition, which had, still in bag, that month's issue of Wizard Magazine, the comic, and a holographic foil card of Doomsday. I'm retiring on that bitch, though. That might be worth $3. Like I said, Phil, that's the problem with, I think I mentioned this before, don't collect comics because you think you're going to get rich, just collect them because you want to read. If you don't get enjoyment out of what you're reading, why are you even doing it? Which is something weird for us to say, considering we watch so many crappy horror movies over the years. Do we really need to see all 3 Human Centipede movies?
Yes.
It happened,
But
so...
yes.
Well, I guess you got me there, Phil. It happened, so there's no going back, right?
Hey, I called the joke at the end. They're making fun of America's prison system.
Right. And Phil, you know what that movie's about, right? It's about ass to mouth, ass to mouth, ass to mouth, ass to mouth.
Break it out.
It's a movie about eating ass.
Eating ass.
Tongue punching a fart box, baby.
I'm gonna lick your tad little puckered raisin.
I'm going from clit.
Wasted.
I'm going from clit to tank, then in your ass. Clit to tank, then in your ass.
With your bulldog and ass.
Oh,
Wasted.
nailed it.
Waste.
Oh,
That was awesome.
that was
Wasted.
all. That was all freestyle too. We call it. I can't remember what the Human Centipede had. I think it was like episode 6 or 7, somewhere around there. It was one of the early ones, but call back. Oh, that was awesome. Phil, I know what my new ringtone is. Ass to mouth.
Ass to mouth.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Oh, if you can't get laid when your phone rings, that in the bar, right? Oh. Amazing how we just remember those ass them. We haven't heard that shit in months, and we can still remember that off the top of our head. Something tells me Toho ain't gonna be calling us anytime soon, are they?
Hell no.
So that portal's just a giant metaphor for an asshole, right? Shit! They caught on to me. Right, that does seem like the most easy way to explain any kind of giant monster you want, right? Oh, a portal from a different dimension opened up and that thing popped out. Oh, that's the end of Watchmen now that I think about it. Kinda. Oh, that reminds me that Preacher's gonna suck. This is like V for Vendetta all over again, Phil. Didn't I already say that me and Alan Moore are gonna summon a giant monster?
Kind of me of one of those earlier trailers we saw. I can't remember what show or what movie it was, but remember they went right through what it was.
Supergirl?
Maybe it was Supergirl.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember we saw one trailer and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is coming up and it's gonna be epic," and they kind of showed a couple scenes to it, and then they were like, "Brown."
Yeah, I think it was.
And I was like, "Oh, well, that was quick."
Yeah. As much as I love comic books and comic book media in general, I didn't watch that. It came out. It's on my.
I watched the pilot. That was it.
Was it any good? I didn't watch it. I know it's out.
A little bit.
I know it's out. I just haven't gotten to it yet. It's on my on demand.
Well, they kept the old school cheesy flying scene, you know.
Well, you gotta have any super person character's gotta fly with one fist out and one fist by their side.
Yeah, she was going like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other one too.
But I only watched the pilot episode, and it was okay.
Does she fight any super villains in it, or is it just all? Oh, because it kind of looked like.
I only saw the pilot. I only saw the pilot, so I don't know.
It looked like Ally McBeal with superpowers.
Yeah.
That's what it looked.
Stevie McBeal.
Yeah, the trailer. That's what the trailer looked like to me. Am I kind of right? By the way you laughed, I'm gonna assume I'm right.
That's the only episode I saw.
Well, there's only been the one. I was about to say there's only been the one.
Oh, what? I thought they had another one. You sure?
Yeah, I looked it up. It's on my on demand now. I just didn't watch it because I didn't care.
So there's only been 2?
No, there's only been one. The pilot.
Okay.
The pilot's the first episode, dude.
Sounds like you're dragging ass.
Well, it's just start. Well, Jeb Bush is going to masturbate to it either way, so it doesn't matter. But fucking cars. But it's not that I hate Supergirl or anything. My biggest problem is I just it's just one of those characters I don't care about. You know, she's literally the girl version of Superman, and Superman's the most
You
invincible.
already can't do nothing to him anyway.
Yeah, he's the most invincible character of
You
all time.
already seen it.
Yeah,
Matt's like, I already saw it, and I've already read about it all.
yeah. Grant Morrison never did All-Star Supergirl. He did All-Star Superman. I don't know. Like I said, it's not that I hate the character, and plus she probably had Supergirl in general probably has the most confusing backstory of any character of all time. And plus, it doesn't help that DC loves rebooting that universe every 5-10
Yeah.
years, man. Which
Protect your brother.
which makes her history even more confusing. But the thing that never makes sense was Kal-El's brother. I can't remember, or no, Jor-El. Superman, his daddy, brother. I can't remember his name. Him and his brother were kind of crazy. They're like, "Hey man, planets are gonna blow up. But should we build a spaceship big enough for our fucking family to fit into? Nah, let's just build 2 tiny ones that we can fit our babies into, and then we'll launch those into space and hope for the best." Okay. Yeah, because that's what happened. And for some reason, Superman lands on Earth and gets adopted by the Kents.
Sweet, damn.
And
I
then
don't care.
I gotta explain this so we can. I'm trying to end the show. I'm trying to help you, nigga.
God.
Yeah. But anyways, Superman's spaceship lands on Earth first, and Supergirl hits a time portal or something. I don't know. It hits some bullshit where it lands a couple years later. So, and she was a teenager or something. It's like I said,
I don't know. It sounds stupid.
It is stupid.
It sounds like you're speaking in French or something for a minute there, man.
Might as well be.
That's why I was like, I don't care. What are you saying? I'm like, shit.
Like I said, they didn't build a spaceship.
Sounds like it's all over the place.
And I'm trying to explain it the best I can too. And that's the thing. Like I said, she was a teenager.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, she's a teenager, gets launched into space, but she hits a time portal or some shit, and lands on the Earth. Because Superman grows up on Earth as a baby. Supergirl was raised on. She's supposed to be like a teenager.
She got deflected, right?
Yeah, and she was already a teenager when she got put into the space pod, so she kind of knows Kryptonian culture and all that. So Earth shit, where Superman grew up on Earth, so Earth isn't weird to him. But when Supergirl lands here, she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
You know? And like I said, she, that's the other thing too. You got 2 of the most powerful beings in the universe on your planet, and they're still fucking crying. Yeah, whatever. But I don't know. It's like I said, I never read a lot of Supergirl, and there's not a lot of interesting Supergirl stories out there, which I guess is any character's problem. Is there's not interesting stories about you. But I don't know. She's just I don't know. When I watch the episode, I'll let you know. Hopefully, it's good. But like I said, it looks like Ally McBeal with superpowers to me, and that's pretty much what you told me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't really care for the character. I'll watch it at least once. But are you even gonna watch the next episode?
Maybe.
So it'll hook you enough to at least see.
Actually, I did like the first episode. But yeah, maybe I might watch it again. For some reason, I liked the pilot episode.
Well, it's not that there's not to have fun with, a teenager with the powers of Superman, There's just from that sentence alone, you can think of 1,000 interesting storylines.
Heck yeah.
Why should I learn to drive when I can fly at the speed of light,
It's true.
That could be a whole...
Plus, you can save fuel.
Yeah.
Right? Good for the environment.
Going back to hippie superheroes, ain't we?
Yeah.
Ain't we? But yeah, like I said, not that I'm saying that's a bad idea. I've just me personally, never seen anything interesting done with the character. So I don't hate her. I just don't care about her. She's Firestorm from the Justice League. I don't know that much about him. I don't really care. And it doesn't seem like that bad of an idea. I just never seen anything interesting done with it. Except for when he fought Captain Adam. That being said, this is the end of We Are Podcast. The only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. This was episode 27. My name is Matt.
And my name's Phil, the leader of the OTS. Thanks for being with us tonight and enjoying the episode.
And as always, you can follow us on SoundCloud. Like, share, favorite, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave a question, comment, or email at podcast@gmail.com. Thank you and good night.
Good night. Sweet dreams. Sleep well.
This is We Are Podcast, the only show where we talk about what we want to talk about. We Are Podcast. Let the ice house flow. We Are Podcast. It's an internet talkie show. We Are Podcast. You know the mouse knows. We Are Podcast. So look up an episode and that's the show.